And Robert Pattinson does a bang-on Chris Hansen impression. I don't know where Chris Hansen's from, what his particular dialect is, but he has this one line that they really focus on the trailer. It's like, you see how this looks, right? And it's like a spot on Chris Hansen. It's like Robert Pattinson is just evolving into this amazing actor right in front of our eyes.
Well, he's got over 1,000 years of experience. You know, he's been around on this planet for a long time. He's picked up a lot of things.
But there's certain actors. I was thinking about this because Guy Davis and I, we're working on our new video store series about Tom Cruise.
The Video Store is another podcast you can find here in the Everyone Relax feed.
That's right. And it's all about Tom Cruise's biggest swings. I've been watching a lot of Tom Cruise movies. And sometimes you think like there are leading men who are actually character actors trapped in leading men's bodies, like Christian Bale, for instance. Christian Bale looks like a leading man and has played leading man roles. But in his heart of hearts, he just wants to put on like a rubber nose and weird teeth and act all crazy and stuff like that. And I think that maybe Robert Pattinson is in the same category. Incredibly good looking, obviously has charisma, all this kind of stuff. He's the vampire, he's Batman. But I think what he really wants to do is put on a rubber nose and act weird.
I think that he is an incredible actor, and every time I see him in something, it's almost that thing of, it's so funny to us. I guess it is just Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Twilight is so big in our imaginations.
Yeah.
But he's done one Twilight. Oh, I mean, a series of movies, but like one Twilight, one role in Twilight.
Yeah.
And then like
everyone was like,
12 Oscar-worthy performances, and yet all we can think about is him playing that vampire.
Well, it's interesting too, right? Because it's not just like movies, but so often an artist who goes on to have like an incredible career will start off in pop, you know, or something mainstream. You know, they'll start on Neighbours, or they'll be in a boy band or whatever. And then we all act surprised when they turn out they have higher artistic aspirations and talent. But we are always so quick to dismiss whatever that latest pop sensation is they're all shit outs. But
yeah,
the law of averages should tell us at least 20% of that band or one of those actors from that cast is going to turn out to be very good at their job.
It's rare also that you get to choose your coolest role first.
Yes.
You know, normally you have to work your way up to that. You get cast because you're young and good looking, and that's why they're going to put you in a show or whatever it is. And then over the years, you develop the chops to be able to become a character actor or do these weirder roles or have the, you know, capacity to do that. It is very rare that they let you on first day of set go, you know, you can.
I think that most, like when you're in an ensemble, like a boy band or like a cast, you know, like I'm sure every time they do a new SNL cast that maybe it's unspoken, but they're all aware of who the breakout star is going to be. Like I'm sure when Will Ferrell joined, you know, SNL, people like, I reckon this guy's, you know, one day going to have a breakout role. Or, you know, NSYNC looked at Justin Timberlake and were like, oh, he seems much more talented than. I mean, I know from my own experience, like, you know, working on Big Bite and seeing what Chris Lilly was doing, and like, oh, well, you know, he's doing something different. I reckon he's going to be
a right? When you say he was doing something different, you mean blackface. Right. Wasn't that different,
He's
actually?
Very good at doing, like, playing other nationalities than his own. No, but you are aware of it, yet there is this kind of temptation, isn't there, that we always want to immediately shut down something that we feel this is disposable. Like I remember when the Spice Girls were on the cover of Rolling Stone, and this is the late 90s. This is back before the internet was a really big thing. But I remember the outrage that why are you putting the Spice Girls on the cover of Rolling Stone? And it's like, well, potentially one of them could break out to be, you know, incredibly talented and a massive star. In that instance, it turned out not to be that true. But
I would argue, I mean, they've all
had their cultural influence.
All remained relevant in a cultural influence sense, although, you know, to varying degrees. They've all had a big connection with Australia, which is interesting. Mel C just married an Aussie.
Yeah, some people need to pay reverse alimony or something. Isn't that what's going on? Not Mel C, Mel B. I think Mel B ran up some debts because of an ex-husband.
Yeah, that was, So, but Mel B spent some time in Australia as well on like The Masked Singer and some other shows, right?
Yeah, it's pretty interchangeable. I wouldn't know.